going out.
Let her go.
Moving on. Adler, you sure that's all the lie we told you? Before you executed him?
You're in my world now, Marshal. Gonna have to grow up fast.
I'm listening.
Alawi knew the Pantheon had a presence in Iraq. It's part of the technology exchange with Saddam Hussein. Pantheon gets covering facilities. Hussein gets access to an experimental weapon.
But Alawi didn't know what the weapon was.
No, only that they're calling it the Cradle.
The cradle.
Cradle.
It's in Iraq right now.
Presumably. Alawi said it was in transit to a remote palace. Demonstrations taking place in a bunker underneath.
Hussein is a world-class collector of palaces. There are many on this map alone. Alawi was confident he knew the one.
Yes. This one.
Let's take a first-hand look then. We'll finalize plans soon and we'll ship out. Dismiss.
I'll take these.
Enjoy my brother for you.
Figured. You don't usually smoke the shit brands.
Don't want you raising your standards.
Well, never been a better time to be cheap and sound.
Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand that in your own Adler-ass way you invited us to this place. Maybe you've got squatters' rights, but don't much care.
You got a point?
What I do care about...
We should get plenty in Iraq.
My thoughts exactly.
So, here we are. I'd been in contact with Alawi since the beginning of the year. He wanted a red carpet out of Iraq and was willing to talk for it. As a Minister of Defense, his value was high, and he knew it. After coalition forces attacked, well, his timeline changed. I was to meet him in Kuwait and supply passage through Europe. Seems I wasn't the only one who knew his plans. After Frank got out of Walter Reed, the news was that I put him in that chair. I was the one who compromised his Panama mission in '89, got Hudson and Mason killed, Woods injured. All bullshit. When I skipped town, I went silent on him, on everyone. Better he hate me than get caught in the net, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. So yeah, he did take a leap. He's loyal. Last March, someone produced documents showing encrypted transfers. From the drug lord Raul Menendez to my personal bank account. I got wind of it before Langley called me in from Morocco. Decided not to get on that plane. I'm sure he is. And so are a lot of operatives up on the memorial wall. A big heart will weigh you down. I don't know if you had the pleasure of working with Jason Hudson. He was one of the casualties back in Panama. Just weeks before he died, he told me about a paramilitary group that may have infiltrated the CIA. Guess what they were called? Hudson seemed to believe they were homegrown, maybe transnational, but American-dominated. Most likely military and intelligence expats. The recruits seem Western trained, English speaking. They know how to think like us, which makes them especially dangerous. Uh-huh.
I've known Adler since Nam. Give it 20 years. He'll grow on you. Maybe you should be getting ready. Yeah.
Sup, Case? Figure in this line of work, you'll end up in all sorts of crosshairs. But the CIA's dedicated my life to our country, you know? I believed in its potential. Still do, despite everything. After Capital Station? Hell, I don't see the cavalry coming either. We're all there is. He spent the last year gunning for the old guard at Langley. Maybe he was the mole behind Panama, too. If it wasn't Adler, someone sure did a bang-up job making it look that way. I don't know, man. Can't say it all adds up. Adler expects everyone to Michael Jordan when he says jump, but I don't do no questions asked. Cat knows a lot more than he lets on. You've heard the rumors. Adler's a wildfire. Burns through whatever's in his way if he gets the job done. Thing is, I'm not dancing to that tune. We're putting an end to the Pantheon and getting out of this thing alive. Tell me about it. Woods is really maxing out his credit on this one. But he's got a hell of a large line of it. Sounds good.
Poor Savati. The nightlife around here is limited to owls and jackals. Please excuse me, Case. Unlike others, I cannot step away at the moment.
It seems the KGB operatives that lived and worked here in the 1960s took orders directly from Nikita Dragovich.